After Canelo's fight with Edgar Berlanga, it appears that Terence Crawford's opponents are either Tai-Up Lopez or Guyan Boatin. When I talk shut up, shup. I don't want to I talk shut up. I don't want to shut up when I talk shut up. I have Canelo when I talk shut up when I talk shup. What you going to do? And then what you going to do you all? What you want to do all right? What you want to do I don't want you up right now. Because your morning is gone. Eddie Hearn and Terence then had a one-on-one in only his 8th professional bout. Eddie remarked that he was simply mesmerized by how easily Madram Maui hit him with his right hand throughout the evening. You better be thanking Turkey Alec for keeping you and these other clowns in business. Bud shot back. Turkey doesn't care about those who have ruined the sport, it only cares about fighters and fans. Eddie continued, adding, I gave you more promotion in 1 week than you've had your entire career. And he wanted Guy Andes to go up against Bud Crawford's performance. I was pretty much past this prim at this point for Crawford. Listen, the big guys called it, and in Turkey said he's not interested no more in it, so no, everybody knows. This is a money fight, man. Everybody knows Canelo's going to knock his dude out. In strong matchroom boxing promoter Eddie Hearn is well known for his willingness to take chances and speak up in support of high-profile fights. His latest altercation with Terence Crawford is indicative of this. Hearn has been advocating for Crawford and Enis to face one another. He believes Enis is a talented young fighter who can defeat Crawford and is driven to confront Crawford because he believes Enis is the best person to challenge Crawford's dominance, and that Crawford needs to continuously prove his strength against the best. Enis, often known as Boots, has been making waves in the welterweight division with his impressive undefeated record and blend of agility and technical talent. Enis is seen by many as the division's future. Eddie Hearn has been instrumental in supporting Enis, highlighting his abilities and pushing for a matchup with Crawford. He sincerely thinks that Enis has what it takes to defeat Crawford and make a significant impact on the boxing community. Crawford, who is renowned for his technical skill and strategic insight, has had an incredible career so far. His most recent triumph over Israel proved that he could adjust and defeat a strong foe. Crawford overcame a considerable deal of difficulty too, when thanks to his superior abilities and experience. This scenario is made much more complicated by the fact that one of the top boxing stars, Canelo Alvarez, recently declined the opportunity to fight Crawford once Canelo made his decision, which was based on a variety of factors, including weight class inequalities and his own determined career choices. Crawford had fewer immediate prospects for high-profile matches. As a result of this development, Crawford is under increased pressure to respond quickly and to stop considering other potential rivals like the way he talk, But it's his problem, not my problem. And I don't ask for a fight with him. And I don't ask for any fight, so I respect. Like I say, if he wants to fight me with other guys, he need to do in my way. Nobody then responded to Canelo's comments and explained why there would not be a fight between Canelo and Bud. Canelo has told me that he respects me, but is dissatisfied with the way we conduct business. Whether he respects me or not doesn't matter. I can tell why he dislikes my business model, because I only go after major fights at reasonable cost that won't sit well with anyone who prefers easy battles, and I can sympathize with him because he lost to Bivol and has been searching for easier matches ever since. I also knew he was wasting our time and making excuses with huge quantities of money that he couldn't afford, since I'm not afraid to take on Ben Affers or Crawford regarding him. He is moving toward eliminating simple bouts for show purposes with Canelo, and I will keep putting him in huge contests that help the boxing community. Crawford now has a few viable options for his next opponent, Virgil or Jaron Enos and Tio Lopez. Each provide unique opportunities and challenges. Crawford would go up against another fascinating prospect in Virgil Ortiz, a rising star with a perfect record and a strong knockout punch. Ortiz is a difficult opponent due to his strength and aggressive fighting style. Watching him battle Crawford would undoubtedly be the highlight of the event. Jaron Enos is boxing's next biggest thing, according to Eddie Hearn. A high-stakes bout against Enos would have a significant effect on the careers of both boxers. Enis's combination of speed, power, and technical talent has fans and commentators intrigued about a potential matchup between him and Crawford. They are interested in seeing if Crawford can handle Timo. This up-and-coming talent Lopes has made it clear that he is eager to take on Crawford. Lopes is well known for his explosive fighting style and recent victories. Lopez's assessment adds to the intrigue surrounding Crawford's potential next move. Boxing enthusiasts would find it intriguing to see Crawford and Lopes fight, since it would match two very talented and self-assured boxers. Lopes' thrilling personality and experience in big-time fights make him a serious contender for Crawford's next matchup. Crawford has to choose his next opponent. Because everyone has their own advantages and disadvantages, Crawford would face up incoming players eager to leave their imprint in high-stakes, high-reward matches against Garenas or Virgil Ortiz, giving him the opportunity to further cement his legacy. But choosing to fight Toro Lopes would put two well-known celebrities against each other. This is an intriguing matchup because of Lopez's recent achievements, and his confident call-out of Crawford the Lopez fight with would generate a lot of buzz, drawing a lot of attention from media outlets as well as fans. In addition to being a sport, boxing is a business, and promoters like Eddie Hearn are critical to the arrangement of very profitable fights that also offer great entertainment value. Hearn's pursuit of a Crawford in his fight seeks to not only highlight Enis's abilities, but also create a high-profile bout that will draw substantial revenue and boxing viewers. Finding a middle ground during negotiations for fights can be challenging, because promoters, broadcasters, and fighters all have distinct agendas. Crawford will weigh the financial terms, the potential effects on his career, and venue concerns before deciding whether to take on Enis Ortiz or Lopez. And strong promotional techniques, which include openly challenging Crawford, are intended to keep his fighters in the spotlight and create excitement for major fights. This type of marketing strategy guarantees that the narrative surrounding potential matches stays lively and captivating, while also paying spectators' attention. Han has created anticipation and increased Crawford's need to react on a contract. Exactly, Sonic contract. If he wanted to fight, he would have stayed at 47. He obviously said he said he wanted to move up and accomplish to be undisputed at 54. Or something like that. So yeah, he definitely did say that too. Kimmo Lopes, who never backs down from a battle, has taken aim at Terence Crawford thanks to his confidence and recent achievements. Lopes is now seen as a serious contender. The tension around Crawford's possible next move is increased by his shout-out. If Crawford accepted Lopez's challenge, he would be up against the younger, more energetic fighter who is ready to make an impression. Crawford and Lopes would be facing off in a highly anticipated fight with a lot on the line for each fighter. This matchup of established stars would be very important. Lowe makes a calculated call. He sees a chance to challenge one of the class's top well-touted fighters and improve his status. The recent successes and self-assured call from Lopes make this a compelling matchup. Crawford-Lopes fight would be highly anticipated and generate a lot of interest from fans and the media. Crawford's legacy is already well established, but his willingness to take on the best opponents possible will determine how successful he is in his later years. The boxing community and enthusiasts consistently anticipate major bouts, as does Crawford's continuous narrative. By negotiating contests which entail striking a balance between the interests of athletes, promoters, and broadcasters, Crawford can show his dedication to quality and his desire to be regarded as one of the greatest boxers of his generation. Since every party has different priorities, it might be difficult to find common ground. Crawford's decision to fight Enis or Lopes will be influenced by a number of variables, such as the fight's financial terms, the venue, and the prospective effects on his career. Sports fans have talked about potential matchups and the implications of Crawford's next selection on social media forums and sports networks. Since Hernandez and others have garnered a lot of attention, as expectations rise, Crawford feels pressure to decide. Terence, our detailed examination of Crawford's decisions is underway, and Eddie Hearn is pressing for a showdown with Enis. Whether Crawford fights Enis or not, the boxing world is enthralled with this drama, and everyone is curious to see what he does next. Future Teofimo Lopes and Virgil Ortiz matches should be entertaining for fans.